Marvel gonna do who the worst way? Bird. I don't really think.
Hoochie coochie, hoochie coochie.
I don't really think you know what's in. Marvel ain't doing a nigga the worst way at all, bro.
Bruh, Rex, first off, you ain't got no hands.
Hellcats, SRT, niggas come up on me.
Let alone some of their female characters like Black Widow, bruh.
Bird.
Like, Reg, just stop it, Reg.
Bird.
Stop it, Reg.
I'll piss on Black Widow, bro.
You definitely.
Fuck wrong with you, my boy?
In Tennessee, those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the
Iron Man putting that nigga in the dirt. Hulk definitely putting that nigga in the dirt. Captain America putting that nigga in the dirt. Black Widow putting him in the dirt. Spider-Man putting him in the dirt. Black Panther putting him in the dirt.
Who?
Putting all them niggas in the dirt, bro.
Bruh. Okay. Wait. Let's talk about this. Wait. Let's talk about this. First of all, I like Reggie over Captain America, no injection. No injection is
crazy. No injection is crazy.
Listen, no. You can be unrealistic. I'm gonna talk about this. Tony Stark, I like Reg over Tony Stark. Not Iron Man, but I like him over Tony Stark.
Bruh, y'all wildin', dog. I'll put all them niggas in the dirt, bro. Oh, baby G, bro.
Bruh, I really hate how they bringing Tony Stark back as Doctor Doom. Like, bitch, we really off Iron Man for this shit?
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The give to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this.
Piper is a terrible name, bro. Piper is a terrible name.
Piper is a horrible name.
We had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
He's loose. And
That was
bring
cute.
him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson.
I already watched that shit.
Florida State.
I heard that
These
shit weak.
players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much.
Okay. All right. Okay. I won't say it's weak, but in all my Final Destinations, ain't shit ever happened like this. Nobody nobody's ever evaded death in Final Destination. So it's just like, and like it ends like every other Final Destination, but yeah, cause she been put. Yeah, she put belt the ass to death. No back. Yeah, cause she put belt the ass to death.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first with scoring. On second down, they'll take to the air. He got it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun. As a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
What the fuck was that? And why would they not let me move my characters, bro? That's crazy, dog.
The offense goes as he did, so really
No, I'm in a league game.
keep feeding him
Again?
He shows
Yeah.
all of his ability.
Oh, hold on, let me talk to you.
And he makes the extra point.
I thought he was practicing.
Square as he's set to kick it away.
Oh,
These
damn,
boys
I
are
got
like-
to enter on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you can do that, I don't know.
This
why
not
you
the
don't do it
this
every
my
time.
not my regular
Too
Tennessee
easy
though.
to
This
risk. Bang.
they in like season 13. I just took these boys over.
25.
Now, see, you
Jack.
don't know none of them niggas.
No, I don't know. No.
Set for first down.
That's a 10. Show everybody that it's possible. 1, 2.
They move the tight end all over. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Yeah, whatever.
He got loose, it was all over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and David shows you speed.
Just straight wheels and racing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
On the move from inside his 5.
Get that ball, man.
Something a little more
Niggas want to be
dynamic
bitches,
as
and
they
you
get him
niggas want to be men,
at the 20.
don't it?
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change
Come on,
too
knock that
much.
ball out, bro.
Great drive, they got the touchdown, everything working. I'm expecting them to keep pushing this ball down here.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Running back searching for a hole. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front, great job by the back, knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole that you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
That play won't make the highlight reel, except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of games, they will just add up, wear the defense down.
I ain't gonna lie.
And ultimately get some points.
Them crackers that sit there, that play beer pong all day, them crackers are great at trick shotting.
On first down, leaves them with second.
Like them frat brothers, them
Out of the gun.
frat bros, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. Them boys like that when it comes to trick shotting and shit.
Yard gain.
I give them boy like water polo and shit like that. Them boys like that.
First down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
Running toward the tape.
Bro, what's up with this bullshit that I'm seeing, bro? Like, god damn.
Maurice, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him.
Yeah, we looked like we had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Got his man quickly. Got enough space. And the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable.
That's my fault, bro.
Another score
I pulled that, bro. I pulled, bro, from the running back.
like a force to be reckoned with.
After that latest answer tied things up, just
The man
about
had
set
been
to kick it
secretly
away again.
practicing cutting cucumbers in the kitchen every day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
What the fuck was that, bro?
Looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Going up top on first down. He fires it out to the right.
Bro, my DBs are so slow.
Down Tar Heels. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
He was glued to bro for a second, and then next thing you know, he not glued to him no more. Like, that's crazy to me.
Just like that.
He's scared to kick it to a nigga. Bitch.
Sails out of the back of the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
And the balls come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They'll line up for a second down play.
What the hell are you doing? You might as well put the ring on the other side. That's what he's
He's looking to throw.
There you go. There you go.
Caught behind the line. It's Rasmussen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He's looking downfield to throw. Quick strike complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down.
Wow! Bro! Dog.
Just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good
Goofy
job
ass
by
nigga,
that
bro.
front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
I love the start for this quarterback. Like last week, it wasn't his greatest outing. Like, let's put it this way. It wasn't real good at all. He's already surpassed his passing output in this game. So he's completely flipped the script. Nice bounce back already to start this game, too.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Off the boot, looking for his man. Moving out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
My corners are so fucking slow, bruh. God damn, these niggas are slow, bruh. It's like you can't do nothing but zone, bruh, because these niggas so slow, bruh.
The point is good for a 28-14 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
North Carolina, 28, Tennessee, 14.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Slips through the line. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's 1st down time in Tennessee.
1st down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The aerial assault continues. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll give it to the back.
Bro, where are they giving them all this shit?
Found some running room.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the right, complete.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
Fights off the defender. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the run, it's Coffee. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damage when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. A run for the quarterback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-league plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. He wants to throw. Makes his connection. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Toss sweep to the right.
Bro, what's up with this shit?
The first down after a tough run there.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
One thing thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime. Yeah, he tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And
he's going to let one fly down the middle. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hills. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. First and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Stupid.
Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Trying play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quarterback moving. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up third and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
He gets a block. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass is incomplete.
They did not stop making bad bitches when they made you.
We played two
Yeah.
quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Volunteers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He thought about bringing that out in the half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Fine.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the play fake. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. A strike.
Bro, I'm so upset about that one.
Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one. He gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive coming.
No, Marvin. Okay, you first, then this. All right, Shorty was
Trying to
pregnant with
find
you.
his man on first down. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after running out positive yards there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the punishment has been extended. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Damn, did I pick the right defense? I didn't.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their game. When you get everybody really, really quiet, that's a great feeling.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They keep attacking through the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Rasmussen. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Vols have pushed it inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his man. It's Rasmussen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown ball.
What a throw by the QB. You think of it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Oh my, he's a
And
sticky
he
guy.
was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yards.
He gonna fumble soon.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. To the ground to try to move the chains. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5.
The defense selling out to stop it on 3rd and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the 2nd level.
You're absolutely right. 3rd and inches like that, if you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. In the back that time, hit the hole to show off the speed.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
They'll try to run it in. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right now.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. You've got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, North Carolina 42, Tennessee 24.
And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down and 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Pocket starts to collapse. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. The Volunteers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's got his man. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Here comes the 2-point try. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Power ahead. He goes in for the 2, and now they've got it down to 10. So a drive there of 85 yards, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Quick pass on the jet motion. Really nice stop there for this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward,
been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. They want that clock to run. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's knocked down. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. He'll take it himself. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
I'll tell you what, dude. In today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
And if they can nudge this one forward just a bit, that might wrap things up here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking for space, it's Coffin. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the ground with the back. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Let's it go to the end zone.
Thank you.
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Pinned back in their own end, a third and short from the 16. Just going to keep it after the snap. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Calls his own number. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next. And here's the third interception of the night. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out in the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.